Doesn't it seem like every time you change a channel, there's a commercial for a new weight loss product? Diet pills, eating systems, exercise machines. We're bombarded with weight loss tools in the media, but somehow the rate of obesity in our country is skyrocketing. I've totally been there. I used to weigh 50 pounds more than I do right now. But what if I told you that you didn't have to change what you eat? Nope, that's wrong. I'm starting again. Ready? See, this is how I handle these things. All right. Doesn't it seem like every time you turn on the TV, there's a new weight loss product out? Diet pills, exercise machines, different food systems. We're bombarded by these messages of weight loss tools, but somehow we're getting fatter and fatter as a country. I've definitely been there. I used to be 50 pounds heavier. But what if I told you that you didn't have to spend money to look and feel your best? It's possible to lose weight and eat the foods you love without feeling like you're cheating. I'm going to tell you how through deconstructing cravings, debunking some nutrition myths, and providing you with whole food replacements to make your favorite foods even more satisfying. First thing I'm going to talk about is deconstructing cravings. Everyone has them. Seems like women have them a little bit more than men. There are a couple of reasons we have cravings. Sometimes it's a nutritional deficiency. If your body is craving iron, sometimes you feel like eating red meat. If you're not getting enough of a certain nutrient or vitamin, you crave foods that those are found in. There's also caloric deficiencies, which is if you're not eating enough, at the end of the day you crave sugar because it's the quickest form of energy. There are also emotional and spiritual deficiencies. If you're feeling unloved or depressed, you crave comfort foods. Everybody knows comfort foods. Mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese. They're creamy and they make you feel good, just like a hug would. And there's also an addiction to food because of the chemicals that food companies put into their products. A professor at Yale University, Kelly Brownell, said, "As a culture, we've become upset by tobacco companies advertising children, but we sit idly by while food companies do the very same thing. And we could make a claim that the toll taken on public health by poor diet rivals that taken by tobacco. Heart disease, diabetes, obesity-related illnesses are the #1 killer of people in the United States." Next, I'm going to talk about debunking common nutritional myths. There's a fat myth, and the truth is fat doesn't make you fat. Everybody's heard about omega-3 fatty acids. That's something that's necessary for your brain health. Saturated fat is necessary for your blood to work the way it's supposed to. Trans fat and man-made fats, like the oils that French fries are fried in at McDonald's, are the ones that are bad for your heart. There's also a myth about carbs. People think that carbs are the enemy, but like a Harvard nutritional study stated, all carbs are not created equal. Slow-releasing carbs are better for us, like unrefined grains, whole fruit. Bad carbs are faster releasing into your blood, like white sugar, white flour. That brings me to the fact that the problem is not carbs or fat, it's really a sugar problem. Like I said, white flour, refined sugars, they all release very quickly into your bloodstream, and if it's not used right away, it turns into fat. And this is the reason for so much weight gain in our country. Now we're going to talk about some replacements that you can use, whole food replacements for these refined products that aren't very good for you. Some sweeteners include honey, that's a whole food, dates, the fruit, they're full of sugar. You can use them in baking, things like that. But be careful to avoid these miracle sweeteners like Splenda and stevia. They usually have other chemicals added to them that are carcinogens, and stevia can actually drop your blood sugar dangerously low. Also, there are refined grains that are no good for us, like white flour. You can use oat flour, brown rice flour, nut flour in any of your baking, even breading foods like chicken or French fries or onion rings. You can use all of these, and it's a lot better for your health. The last thing I'm going to talk about is animal products. It's very important to always choose grass-fed meat. because even when they say grain-fed, it usually means that the animal was given corn, and they can't digest the corn, which causes farmers to have to kind of scoop it out of them once they're ready to be sold. As far as milk is concerned, the milk has to be so cleaned in this country, it's called ultra pasteurized, that it kills any of the nutrients that are in it. So you can try rice milk, almond milk, coconut milk for healthy fats and essential vitamins and minerals. There's a lot to be learned when it comes to the choices we make with our nutrition. Unfortunately, factory farming, GMOs, and their dangers are common knowledge, but these industries still continue to thrive. I personally don't believe that any change will be made until we realize that the old saying is true, you are what you eat. I'm finished.
Okay, that was good. I'm gonna go now.
No, don't be. It was really long, I feel like. Anyway, you want to go?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I didn't even time yours, but I'm gonna go.
All right, I'm going to mute myself. Feel free to start and stop again. It doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Okay.
Okay.
What makes a great teacher? What makes an effective teacher? Teachers play a very important role in deciding how to translate educational theories. And, well, we'll start over. What makes a good teacher? Oh, I'm so nervous. Okay. What makes a good teacher? Teachers play a very important role in deciding how to translate educational theories into the plans they. Oh, why can't I get this? What makes a good teacher? Teachers play a very important role in deciding how to translate educational theories to our students today. Things that matter most in education right now is how they practice and plan their curriculums for students. Therefore, I ask you again, what makes a good teacher? Like all good recipes, the ingredients for teaching success begins in the classroom. It's all about making the materials comprehensible so students understand and are able to follow what it is that you're teaching. A good teacher's primary goal should be always being able to motivate students to become the best that they can be. Not only becoming the best that they can be, but reaching down inside. Oh, God. Do I sound?
Do you see what your camera is doing?
No, I don't. Because I took my camera down.
Oh, it's zooming in and out again.
Oh
I'm
my God.
sorry.
Back up. Maybe it will be better from back
Yeah,
up.
that'll be better.
Okay.
All right.
What makes a good teacher? Teachers play a very important role in deciding how to translate educational theories into appropriate practices as they plan curriculum content. Again, I ask you, what makes a good teacher? Like all good recipes, the ingredients for the Jesus. The ingredients for teaching success begins in the classroom. The materials have to be comprehensible so students can understand what it is that they're doing and able to follow you at all times. They should also be able to interpret what is next to come. Primarily, good teachers' goal is to motivate the students to become the best they can be. mm, To become the best that they, I have to start over because oh my god, I really should have practiced. What makes a good teacher? Teachers play a very important role in deciding how to train. What makes a good teacher? Teachers play a very important role in the education. Oh, Jesus. 1 minute. Mm, I'm just really nervous because, so, okay. What makes a good teacher? Teachers play a very important role in the lives of students today. the way they translate educational theories into appropriate practices as they plan curriculum, the way they select materials to assess students' progress, down to the way they motivate children today. Again, I ask you, what makes a good teacher? Like all good recipes, teacher success begins in the classroom. Making information comprehensible for students to learn easily. Primarily, a good teacher's job is to motivate children to reach beyond their grasp, to help students realize their strengths, and to encourage them and challenge the students to go as far as they can go. Good teachers, a quality good teacher should have is they should have passion for their job. They should possess deep understanding and importance of teaching and feel responsible even if they're not doing their job. Another characteristic in their ability is their ability to connect. It's not always about being high and being dominant above your students. Students want to know that you're just like them and that you're able to reach them. Students want to be able to trust you so they can be more receptive to you. Educational bonds and partnerships in learning, students are willing to work with their teacher and not against them when they have that connection. Good teachers know self-concept is related to student grades and test scores and other significant educational outcomes. When students feel better about themselves, they tend to do better in school. It's important that teachers seek ways promoting self-esteem in class and promoting climate continuously, always being positive. Furthermore, the mark of a good teacher exists in a classroom that captures the student interest. It's not always about being in a book. When a teacher takes every opportunity to teach, whether it's inside the classroom or walking outside in the hall, capturing every moment as a learning moment excites children and it excites students. A teacher that has energy and enthusiasm, not just for the field of teaching, but in general. It's obvious when they have that, it's obvious that they love what they do. And students catch the same fever that the teachers have. Good teachers have to have a positive tone with students. It's not all about yelling and overbearing and being aggressive with students. The way you speak to your students is what grabs them. Students don't respect a person that yells and growls at them all day. They just don't. Finally, teaching requires individuals who are academically able to continue their education. If you love something so much, you never stop learning. Teaching is one of the most important careers in the world today. We make our presidents, we make future educators, we make future politicians. So, what is an effective teacher? Uh, oh, pause. I can edit
That
this.
was really good.
Okay, hopefully it was long enough. I'm just gonna leave it as is because I can't bear to do this again.
I know it sounded like it was long enough. Do you want to stop it, check it out, and make sure it's okay?
Yeah, let's do that. Was it zooming in and out or was it okay?
It was zooming, but it stayed on your face, so it was okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna stop and then I'm gonna send you the YouTube link.
Okay,
All right.
all right. Thank you.
You're welcome.